Welcome to the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen, where we share gourmet recipes at a low-budget wonder. Now check this out. Here I've got about 20 croissant crescent rolls. And the first thing you want to do is start chopping these up into bite-sized pieces. Maybe something about this size right here. Then you want to throw these all down on a baking sheet. Spread them out as thinly as possible. Put them in the oven and bake for 10 minutes at 350 degrees. In the meantime, I've got several celery sticks here, and I like to cut them right down the center and then chop them up into small pieces. Next, we're going to need a whole onion. And again, I like to chop these up into small pieces. Now in a hot pan, we're going to drizzle some olive oil and drop our 2 fresh ingredients right in the pan. You want to immediately season this with salt and pepper. And once you mix this up real well, you're going to want to just let it sit on the stove and sweat for about 5 to 10 minutes. In the meantime, you want to chop up about 20 ounces of portobello mushrooms. Then back to the stove, you want to add some Italian seasoning just before you drop in your mushrooms. Then I like to add about a half cup of chicken broth. Then once you get that stirred in and the mushrooms soak up most of that broth, you can give it a good toss. Now here's what the breading looks like after I've baked it twice. After the first 10 minutes, I turn all the pieces over so I can brown the other side for another 10 minutes. So you're looking at 20 minutes total baking time to turn these croissants into croutons. Then just place them in a bowl and let them cool down. We're also going to need 3 lightly beaten eggs for the next step. And now looking at our cooked veggies, it looks like we're ready. Just pour the whole pan right over the top of the croutons. Then add the eggs, grab yourself a big spoon, and thoroughly mix this all together. I do like to chop some fresh parsley at this stage and throw it right over the top. Then again, one last stir before we place it in a casserole-sized dish for baking. And if you're looking for other recipes to go along with this, check out my acorn squash and my garlic mashed potatoes at the end of this video. Now you want to cover the stuffing before you put it in the oven, just lightly. And it's going to go in for 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Then when the time's up, just pull the tin foil off, put it back in and bake for another 10 minutes. But not before you make sure everything's perfect. And there you have it, croissant stuffing with mushrooms, right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients.